One thing is certain: life is both a wise teacher and a loyal friend. Each day, life, it offers countless opportunities for us to open our hearts or to retreat into a limited mindset. The most profound of these opportunities often comes when we feel completely unequipped to handle what's unfolding, or when everything feels overwhelming. We can close ourselves off, hardening into resentment, or we can choose to rise to the challenge. That is, choosing to do the inner work required to persevere. Life, well, life's trials, they are opportunities for growth, but only if we choose to eliminate the distractions that prevent us from constructing a life that honors the journey beyond the confines of our shadow ego. This begins with acquiring the tools we need to open ourselves to conscious transformation and release the limitations of a narrow mindset. Embrace the richness of a human experience in high definition. That is, discovering true fulfillment as we navigate life's turbulent seas. We need to live on the raw edge on, of personal expansion. That is, reaching beyond hardship and becoming receptive to the highest possible emotional quality of life. See, to this work, life reveals itself as it has been always, a profound and incredible gift. Within this gift lies an endless stillness and silence flowing in and out of form like the tide in the eternal rhythm of existence. Life cycles, they are not merely repetitive, they are acts of reinforcement. For in this phenomenal world, they create the heartbeat of beingness, guiding us along a winding path of continuous evolution. To this evolution, each day offers countless opportunities and challenges. Each a chance give us a chance to deepen our understanding, elevate our consciousness, and move closer to becoming the fullest expression of ourselves. No matter how long and complex this inner mystery of life, our lives are ultimately made up of a single moment. The moment we realize once and for all that we are a collective consciousness. That is, we create our reality. This reality is shaped by our experience, which in turn influence our dominant thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, core values, and the intentions that guide our lives. Yes, we are also exist within a great embrace that calls us to, to express, yes, the essence of our authentic voice and to be open to personal freedom. You see, this freedom I'm referring to, it's not handed to us freely. See, that it must be consciously cultivated through engaging in authentic interactions with our true nature. That is, freeing our minds from limitations and shedding the weight of imposed roles and routines. Yes, a freedom where we trust in the unknown. That is, we defining our identity by changing what we can, accepting what we cannot, and walking away from what no longer serves us. It's a freedom that calls for us to reject the false narrative about who we are. That is, responding intelligently to our emotions and improving the quality of our lives by anchoring ourselves in our core values. Yes, a freedom that that invites us to tap into our personal power by taking 100% responsibility for our lives and identifying the unique keys to our growth. Yes, a growth that is tailored to our signature essence. You see, this path toward freedom shapes our attitudes and opens the way to question our core beliefs and cultivate empowering. Yes, dynamic beliefs aligned with our authentic selves. However, this requires a process of inquiry. That is, we must ask whether our beliefs expand or constrain our ability to connect with our true nature, honor our intentions, and that we can live the valued life. We must also recognize the interconnectedness that gives us the courage to live consciously and the power to take full responsibility for our thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and emotions. Yes, the power to live purposefully, adapt, grow, and infuse our lives with meaning. Yes, the power to align with the attributes of our true nature and become captains of our lives rather than passengers. So to do that, we must develop mindfulness in action, where we identify what keeps us from thriving emotionally, and there we can create an environment that nurtures emotional intelligence, creativity, responsibility, and excellence in action. Yes, this is the awakening of the higher power within. Yet, it can leave us disoriented, like sailing into a sudden fog. But if we keep our hearts steady and hands firm on the helm, the fog will lift and the path will become clear. Our thoughts, words, and action will begin to stir us with clarity across life's vast sea. To overcome life's challenges, we must deepen our awareness and observe the interconnectedness of all things. This is where we must create an environment that nurtures intelligence and an unwavering commitment to let go of heavy emotions, old wounds, and limiting habits. Yes, a commitment to seek the narrow passage that leads to a new and awakened world. Yes, a world where we awaken the higher power within by becoming empowered to navigate life as responsible, functional beings. Yes, our journey. I understand it is personal and it demands a mindset aligned with our core values and inner power, a power that propels us through life with focus, passion, and the strength to unlearn old limitations and master our dominant thoughts. When this power is awakened, we step forward with courage, authenticity, and the brilliance of creative intelligence. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I wish all of us the courage to explore the inner mystery of life so we can find the path that will lead us to the gate of the life we desire.